If the Democrats have their say, the circus surrounding now Justice Brett Kavanaugh is not over. Hey, everybody, I'm Chad Hasty, host of the Chad Hasty Show, which airs weekday mornings, 8:30 to 11 a.m. Central Time on News Talk 95.1 FM and 790 a.m. KFYO. The headline from Fox News: Dems wage war on Kavanaugh court, new battles over legitimacy, impeachment, and recusal. The Democrats vowing to, or at least some Democrats vowing to impeach Brett Kavanaugh should they take the House of Representatives in November. And if they win in 2020, they'll continue to move towards getting rid of Brett Kavanaugh and possibly packing the court. That was from the New York Times, reported over the weekend. Folks, the Democrats are not handling this well. Brett Kavanaugh, who again had no proof offered against him when he was accused of sexual misconduct, had no evidence or proof lodged against him at all. No one corroborated the stories of any of the women who accused Brett Kavanaugh of sexual misconduct. And Dr. Ford, Christine Ford, has decided she doesn't want to move forward with any type of case or investigation or even impeachment against Brett Kavanaugh. But the Democrats have lost their mind on this, folks. And in the future, I expect for the Democrats to campaign for impeaching Brett Kavanaugh and also to pack the court in the future. I think you're going to see Democrats who come out time and time again with the idea to pack the court and put more liberals on the U.S. Supreme Court. As I said this morning on my radio show on Monday morning, I said that the Democrats are going crazy nuts because of one issue and one issue only. They don't care about the allegations surrounding Brett Kavanaugh. That was a means to the end. They don't care about how Brett Kavanaugh feels on the issue of gay marriage. They don't care how he feels on racial issues. They don't care how he feels on any other issue other than abortion. That is the one issue that Democrats care about, and that the Democrats are willing to ruin a man's life and ruin a man's reputation and legacy and career relationships. They're willing to ruin everything to protect the killing of babies. Let's be honest. That's what abortion is, right? Abortion is the murder of babies, the killing of babies. That's what abortion is. It is killing a baby. Now, I know some of you on the left, you're watching this, you're already mad at me, you're triggered, you're upset, you're saying, Chad, it's not a baby, it's a clump of cells, it's a fetus, it's not even a baby, can't find water on its own, can't find food on its own, it's not able to hunt and gather, it's not a human. No, it is the killing of a baby. You have Planned Parenthood. They came out against Brett Kavanaugh. Planned Parenthood has come out against Susan Collins. And why again? The one issue is abortion. And that's going to be the issue going forward for Democrats. They're going to campaign on it. They'll call it something else, of course, as they always do. They'll campaign on it, and they'll campaign on getting rid of Brett Kavanaugh and or packing the court full of liberals. That's one thing they want to do. So that way they can be assured that nothing will happen when it comes to the issue of abortion. No other issue matters to the left quite so much as the issue of abortions. It's very sickening if you really think about it. That's what the Democrats have really cared about. That's what the Democrats are so upset about with Brett Kavanaugh. He is seen as taking the swing seat, even though we have no idea how any of these justices would actually rule on Roe versus Wade Part 2, Part 3, or whatever. We have no idea. But they feel as though this is locked in, that he would overturn Roe versus Wade. And so, in order to delegitimize him, we have got to go through and destroy his reputation and his career. They've got to destroy his relationships. They've got to make him look like a rapist. You would be shocked at the amount of people who sent me tweets over the weekend who called Brett Kavanaugh a rapist, even though there was no evidence that he did anything like that. But half of this country now believes, thanks to the left, that this man is a rapist, that this man went through and sexually assaulted women, that he was a gang rapist, that he spiked drinks of teenagers. It was a really low moment for the left, and a really low moment, honestly, for this entire nation. We have to believe, you may not always agree with the Supreme Court, but you have to believe in the U.S. Supreme Court. You have to believe in the institutions of this country. You may not always agree with them. You may not always think that they are 100% right all the time. Excuse me. But you have to believe in the U.S. You have to believe in these institutions, and the left will do everything they can in the coming months and years to delegitimize the U.S. Supreme Court, Brett Kavanaugh, and others. Now, what's to stop the left, by the way, from not only throwing Brett Kavanaugh off the Supreme Court, but anybody else that they feel is not liberal or progressive enough? To me, this was a disgusting moment in our country. We need to come together and really get on the same page when it comes to at least the presumption of innocence, right? Can we not get behind that? Can we not all come together over that? Of course not, because now that is wrong. That is wrong when it comes to a conservative. There were a lot of bad things that were thrown out there about Brett Kavanaugh, a lot of horrible accusations that were thrown out, and even accusations and statements that have been made in the last few days. Like, well, it's not that Brett Kavanaugh maybe was guilty of this, but he's guilty because he could have done it. He could have, because he was a man. That statement was actually thrown out. It's been absolutely disgusting to see what is going on the left. I hope they right the ship and at least come back to some kind of common sense. You know, I know they're going to be on the left. I know they're going to be progressive and socialist and all that, but at least have some common sense and at least get back to, you know, the presumption of innocence. That would be nice. Tune in to the Chad Hasty Show weekday mornings, 8:30 to 11 a.m. Central Time. News Talk 95.1 FM, 790 a.m. KFYO. The Kavanaugh circus is not done. The Democrats will continue to overplay their hand going into the midterm elections, and I think it'll hurt them. I think it'll destroy them in the 2020 campaign when going against President Trump when he seeks re-election. Talk to you on the show. Have a great day.